The BNP has called for a 48-hour hartal starting from Sunday to protest against the announcement of the schedule for the next national election. The 12-party alliance and Gano Odhikar Porishod have also called a hartal in protest at the election schedule.
তফসিল ঘোষণার জন্য আপনি কোনো ধরনের বিবেকের চাপ অনুভব করেননি, বা এদেশের সাধারণ মানুষের যে বিবেক যে যন্ত্রণা হচ্ছে সেই চাপ কি আপনি অনুভব করেননি? তফসিল ঘোষণার প্রতিবাদে আমি বাংলাদেশ জাতীয়তাবাদী দল বিএনপির পক্ষ থেকে ঢাকা সহ দেশব্যাপী রোববার ভোর 6টা থেকে মঙ্গলবার ভোর 6টা পর্যন্ত 48 ঘন্টা হরতাল ঘোষণা করছি।
Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said the ongoing agitation by the BNP can't stop the national election from taking place on 7th January as per the announced schedule. Nothing will happen due to BNP's movement. Elections will not stop. The election schedule has been announced. They want everyone to participate, he said at a press conference at the Dhaka District Awami League office in Tejgaon in the morning. If BNP changes its mind and joins the election, Awami League will welcome it, Qadir added.
একজন পুলিশকে পেটাতে পেটাতে হত্যা করা হয়েছে, প্রধান বিচারপতির বাড়িতে হামলা, এই দুই খবর শুনেই বুঝেছিলাম আন্দোলনের এখানেই 12টা বেজে যাবে। ডেডলাইন 28, এখানে আমরা যা বলেছিলাম আমাদের কথা সত্য প্রমাণিত। আন্দোলন এমন একটা এর খুঁটিনাটি, এর রণকৌশল এগুলো জানতে হয়। এইসবের সাথে তাদের রাজনৈতিক নেতৃত্বের কোনো অভিজ্ঞতা নেই।
Welcoming the schedule announced for the upcoming national polls of Bangladesh, the Trinamool BNP has announced that they will nominate candidates for all 300 constituencies in the polls. The party will distribute party nomination papers from Saturday. Party's chairperson, Shamsher Mobin Chaudhry, made the announcement at a press conference in Gulshan today. He said Trinamool BNP hopes that the polls will be peaceful and transparency will be ensured. Security of all candidates, voters and polling stations must be fully ensured for this election.
অটোমেটিক বিকাশ করতে সেট করুন অটোপে। বিকাশ থাকলে আর কি লাগে?
Addressing a briefing at Secretariat today, Law Minister Anisul Haq said the government will now continue its routine work as the Election Commission announced the schedule for next general election.
নির্বাচনকে একটা দলের পক্ষে প্রভাবিত করতে পারে সেই রকম কাজ আমরা করব না। সরকার এখন থেকে রুটিন কাজ করে যাবেন এবং পলিসি ডিসিশন নেওয়া হবে না, তার কারণ একটা নির্বাচন আছে।
The Appellate Division upheld a High Court order that granted bail to Jagannath University student Khadijatul Kubra in 2 cases under the Digital Security Act in 2020. As a result, now there is no legal barrier for Khadija, who has been in prison since September 2022, to walk out of the jail. A 6-member bench of the Appellate Division, headed by Chief Justice Obaidul Hassan, passed the order. Some 110 countries have put forward 301 recommendations for Bangladesh that include election issues. At the UN Human Rights Council, the UPR Working Group adopted the recommendations section of the draft report on the Universal Periodic Review of Bangladesh's human rights record. The US recommended Bangladesh to protect the ability of the citizens to vote and choose their government by ensuring free and fair elections are held in a peaceful manner. The UK recommended measures to guarantee a safe and transparent environment so that people can exercise their right to freedom of expression and assembly without fear of repercussions. Human Rights Watch has called on Bangladesh government to address alarming human rights issues raised by member states during the country's Universal Periodic Review on 13th November. These concerns come amidst an ongoing crackdown by Bangladesh's security forces ahead of the 2024 general election. The UPR highlighted serious abuses by Bangladesh authorities documented by human rights organizations. These abuses include mass arbitrary arrests, enforced disappearances, torture, extrajudicial killings, and widespread repression. The third committee of the UN General Assembly has adopted the annual resolution on the situation of human rights of Rohingya Muslims and other minorities in Myanmar by consensus. Jointly tabled by the OIC and the EU, the resolution was co-sponsored by the 114 countries, marking the highest level of international support since 2017. Referring to the deteriorating political situation in Myanmar, it called upon Myanmar to address the root causes of the Rohingya crisis. Bangladesh has been elected to the UNESCO Executive Board at a keenly contested election held during the 42nd General Conference in Paris. This brings Bangladesh back to the board after 2 years for the term 2023 to 27. This is the third contested election Bangladesh won at UNESCO in last 1.5 years.
অটোমেটিক বিকাশ করতে সেট করুন অটোপে। বিকাশ থাকলে আর কি লাগে।